a Mexican, a Puerto Rican, and a Cuban walk into a bar. Then an American walks in the bar and says, hey, you're all Hispanic. It's not really a joke, it's more of a social commentary of me sorting out the American perception of people who come from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba into America, and how Americans who were born in the United States typically just label them as Hispanic. And the irony in that is, my understanding is, while it's very easy to categorize Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican all in the same category, they don't consider themselves in the same category. I mean, yes, there's some ethnic similarities going back to the Native American side and maybe the Spanish side, and yes, they speak the same language, but wouldn't it sort of kind of be an insult to identity to see someone who's Puerto Rican and just assume that they're Mexican and say, hey, you like Mexican food, right? And you'd be like, I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Cuban, whatever. It's funny because I think that's the perception of mainstream America towards people in one of those countries, and they're clearly not the same, and they don't see each other the same. Like, for example, if I said to a Puerto Rican, hey, we have some things in common. I bet we've got some cousins because my grandma was Mexican. The Puerto Rican guy would say, oh, that's nice. Because he's not Mexican, and that's not enough of a similarity there for him, because he's got his own identity. But I think mainstream America just puts everybody in the same category. If you come from a Spanish-speaking country below the United States border, you're all in the same group. And it's totally not that way. Totally different cultures, totally different identities, and even ethnically different as well. So wanted to make a video to sort of sort that out. Maybe especially if you are Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, whether you're in that country now or whether you're born in America but of descent from one of those places, I would love for you to share more about this and maybe like sort it out here in the comments and like tell me like, yeah, Nick, that happens all the time. I'm Cuban, but people always think I'm Mexican, and they make Mexican references that are completely lost on me because I'm no more Mexican than they are. Something like that. I would love to hear those stories, because this has to happen a lot, I would imagine, right? Comments right here.